On WhatsApp, no one can see or hear your personal messages. Whether it's a voice call, message, or sending a password. To WhatsApp, it's all just this. So whether you're sharing the streaming password in the family chat or trading those late-night voice messages that could basically become a podcast, your personal messages stay between you, your friends, and your family. No one else. Not even us. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
This is the way it feels to move through summer in Lululemon. Iconic Align softness without the front seam. For our smoothest look and feel ever, summer won't know what hit it. Stretch your limits in the non-stop flexibility of the new Lululemon Align No-Line Pant in select stores and at Lululemon.com.
Hello and welcome to I Talk to Ghosts. I'm your haunted host, Jennifer, a spirit medium and someone who loves ghost stories as much as you do. Tonight, I have for you, dear guest, stories of ghosts caught on camera. I found some really creepy stories of ghosts that appear when people are alone, but their camera's watching too. Then, after the spooky, stay for the spiritual, I have a new in-studio spirit reading to share with you with my podcast guest, Emily. Emily, thank you for your time and energy. I'm so grateful for her and the opportunity to share this moving experience with you. That's later on in the podcast. But first, hit that record button. The ghosts are here right now. I work as a night security guard at a corporate office complex. The place is modern, lots of glass, clean lines, minimal decor. Pretty lifeless, really, and it's quiet too. Most nights, nothing happens. I sit in my control room, do a few walkthroughs, drink too much bad coffee, and try not to nod off staring at all the monitors. One night, maybe around 3:30 a.m., I already done my rounds and everything was clear. I was sitting back in my chair, flipping through the camera feeds like usual. Front lobby, conference rooms, elevators, parking lot. I was on camera 7, which covers the hallway outside the executive boardroom on the top floor, when I noticed something. The hallway lights are on a motion sensor, so they're usually dark at night, but the lights flicked on for no reason. I waited for someone to come into frame, maybe one of the cleaning crew, even though they never go up there that late. But no one appeared. I leaned in closer. The hallway looked empty, but there was a shape. That's the only way I can describe it. A distortion, like the air was rippling the way heat rises off the pavement. It moved slowly down the corridor, and wherever it passed, the lights behind it dimmed slightly. Not off, just less. I switched to another angle that showed the same hallway from the opposite end, and there it was again. The distortion had a kind of shimmer to it, and for a moment, I thought I could see the outline of a person, tall, thin, moving in an oddly smooth way, as if feet didn't have to touch the ground. I stared at it, thinking maybe I was just tired, maybe I was imagining things. I leaned in closer. The shape moved past the glass walls of the empty conference rooms. It reached the elevator, and then the doors opened. I waited, holding my breath. Nothing went in, but the shape was gone. The elevator doors closed. A chill crawled up my neck. I quickly flipped to the lobby camera and waited. I don't think I remembered to breathe. The doors opened. The elevator was there, wide open, but no one came out. I stared, waiting for any sign of movement. 5 seconds, 10, still nothing. The elevator doors closed again, and that was it. I checked the logs. No keycard used, no motion detected at the ground floor. The only activity was that one stretch of hallway and those elevator doors. I did a walkthrough at dawn, trying not to let my imagination freak me out, but I couldn't shake the feeling that someone was there with me. That hallway still had a strange feeling, like the air was just a little too heavy. I didn't report it. What was I going to say? A ripple in the air took the elevator? But every night since, when I get to that hallway camera, I pause, just in case. Because how am I ever going to convince myself that I'm alone? My husband was working a late shift, so it was just me and the quiet hum of a tired house. I had finally gotten both kids to bed and asleep. No small victory. I was cleaning up the tornado trail of toys in the living room. Around 11:45, I finally flopped onto the couch with some tea, wrapped in a blanket, phone in hand. A little ping notification came through my phone. Motion detected at the front door. We have one of those doorbell cameras, and it's always picking up raccoons or neighborhood cats strolling across the porch like they own it. I was used to it, but this time, something felt different. I don't know how to explain it. I just froze. Like a whisper in the back of my mind told me, don't open that app. Of course, I did. The live feed opened, and for a moment, there was nothing but the usual porch view. My welcome mat, the potted plant I keep forgetting to water, and the empty swing in the yard. But then, there, on the far right corner of the screen, a person. Or at least, I thought it was a person. They were standing in the lawn, just out of reach of the porch light. I couldn't make out any features. No face, no expression, just the shape of someone tall, with this unnatural stillness, not shifting their weight. I could see their legs and feet from the knee down, standing in the pale ring of the porch light. Or could I? They didn't seem solid. I stared at the feed, waiting for them to move or say something, maybe come forward. But they didn't. They just stood at the edge of the camera frame, like they knew the exact angle and where to stay just inside it on purpose. I tapped on my mic button and said, "Can I help you?" The figure didn't respond, didn't move. Should I feel foolish or terrified? I turned up my volume, but all I could hear was static from the mic and the faint rustle of the wind. Then, just as I was about to turn the app off and call someone, the screen glitched. It wasn't a major glitch, just a flicker, like when the screen had a bad connection, but when it cleared, the lawn was empty. No figure, no shadows, nothing. I jumped up, heart pounding, and looked out the front window. Nothing there. I even turned on the brighter floodlight and opened the door a crack. No one. The night was still. So I checked the playback. The app had recorded the motion. The porch and the lawn were empty the whole time. Why was I even notified then? It's been a week since it happened. I didn't tell my husband. I have nothing to show him on video. But now, every night, I double-check that the door is locked, but I can't bring myself to check the camera before I go to bed. I'm afraid of inviting it back. About a year ago, I moved my small business to a new location. I sell candles and crystals and a few herbal treatments. It's a modest building. I share both sides of my brick walls with neighboring stores, and there's a small office and storage in the back. My shop is located in a quiet town on an even quieter street. I haven't had any drama, let alone paranormal activity, since I moved in. But about a month ago, a customer came into the store and asked me how I was liking the space. I said it was lovely and I was really enjoying the community and that things were going really well. Then they got a hesitant look on their face, as if they were deciding something, and then asked me, "Have you heard any bumps in the night here?" I laughed and thought maybe they were making a joke since I sell crystals and such. But I told him no. Plus, I was never there at night. The store closed at 5 p.m. He nodded and explained that he used to work in the same space when it was a computer repair shop. He would work long hours in the back trying to catch up on orders, and strange things happened to him then. With a little prodding, he described shuffling noises, things shifting as if being bumped into, and once he swore, someone whispered in his ear. Now, I've always found ghost stories incredibly interesting, and I was a little surprised I hadn't picked up on anything while being in the space. Later that week, I was tired from a very long day of work, but I finally remembered to leave my laptop in the back room with the camera app open to record as long as it could. Checking the footage the next day, I realized I hadn't picked the best angle to record the whole room. Again, I was really tired the evening before. Well, I hit play anyway to review the footage. Not with big headphones like on the ghost shows or anything, and I certainly wasn't going to watch 5 hours worth of video in real time just to find out nothing happened. So I scrolled to where it got really dark at night. I hit play again and listened for a minute or two, and that's when I heard it. There was a distinct shuffling near the computer, walking around as if someone was looking for something, and they even bumped the desk and the camera shook a tiny bit. At this point, I really wasn't convinced it was a ghost. I was more concerned that someone had a key to my space and was possibly stealing from me. I ended up buying a few inexpensive security cameras to place around the office and shop, something I was meaning to do anyway. The second time I recorded, nothing happened. The third time, more disappointment. But eventually, unexplainable events started to unfold. I've seen my office chair slowly swivel and turn in a circle. I've watched my pen suddenly roll and drop off my desk. Let me tell you, when you see your office door open and then eventually close on its own, you start to feel different about the space you're occupying. I don't stay in the shop after closing anymore. It's one thing to be in there with the noise and bustle of customers. It's another to be in a quiet, empty place with a ghost.
I just MailChimped my marketing.
You MailChimped your what?
I MailChimped my marketing with AI to create an effective marketing campaign in minutes.
No, MailChimp and Way.
Yes, MailChimp in Way. Now I can hyper-personalize my campaigns across email and SMS.
You can do all that with MailChimp?
What did I just MailChimp and say?
MailChimp your marketing with the #1 AI-powered email marketing and automation platform, Intuit MailChimp. #1 based on publicly available data on competitors' customers. Plans vary. SMS available as add-ons. Visit MailChimp.com.
Hello and welcome back to I Talk to Ghosts. My guest for the reading today is Emily. Emily, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. Very excited.
I am excited too. In fact, there is a lot of exciting energy around your reading. I'm just going to jump right in. There is a very bright woman. She feels like she has a lot of like supportive energy for the family in there. It feels like structure to me. And also there is a man. The first thing he was sharing with me was his laugh. Do these things make sense to you?
Not just yet.
Okay. All right. But
there's options. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's talk about this man who is coming through. The first thing that he is sharing with me is his ideas, and his brain seems really important to him. Like I can see him philosophizing and just liking to talk and just, what about this? What about that? And in a way, he's also sharing that could kind of get him in trouble with overthinking a little bit, like in his part. But with him, it's almost like he was always there externally for everyone with this brilliant brain of his. But when it got quiet at night, maybe he had a hard time sleeping type of thing, where it's like he either couldn't shut it off or...
Yeah, I think it might be my dad, but that could be me projecting.
This feels like dad to me. And I see... Did he have like a favorite place to sit, like a favorite chair? Because I'm seeing him sitting and I'm seeing him thinking. And I don't think he would like me to call him brilliant, but the way I see his mind working, you know, I think as people we're like, oh, brilliant, that means you're writing out math equations and stuff, right? But to me, he was just an idea, like his brain. I just see it, you know, that expansion of thought and wanting to share it.
Yeah, I think that's my dad. He was very intellectual. He loved making friends. He was very personable, and he loved doing like crossword puzzles and solving problems, you know, that kind of thing.
Solving problems for other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it feels like he would jump in and defend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm seeing like the quote, the negotiator, like you could call him the negotiator.
I can see that, yeah.
I don't know if this was related to him or not, but did he have a cane? Did someone?
Yes, near the end. Yeah, I mean, he liked canes, I feel like, but he had one near the end.
I want to circle back to the first thing that was coming through with him was his laugh. Like he has a really nice laugh, and it's a bit contagious. Can kind of like, whoa, what's going on that side of the room? Because I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seems like always would be the one to bring a story, you know, and hey, I got to tell you about this adventure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's bringing up spirituality. He wants you to know that, oh my gosh, there's this whole thing afterwards.
Yeah.
And that he understands now.
Okay. Yeah, he had somewhat of a spirituality, but I can see him, you know, getting clarity.
Yeah, exactly. Now, perhaps the woman who is coming in first is connected with him. Did you know his mom?
Yes.
And was she the bright, nurturing?
Yes.
Structure. No, not structure. Shelter. Very kind. Did she grow plants and things like that? She feels very. She has that nurturing vibe to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She had rhododendrons and lots of plants in her yard all the time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know if you know this or not. I was tasting like ginger snaps. It was like a ginger cookie.
I think she did like those. It's been a while.
Uh-huh. And with your dad, I was getting this strong smell of like eucalyptus or something like that. Do you know what that smells like?
Yes. They had a eucalyptus tree in the backyard.
Okay. When I get smells, they kind of just come in, and like I'm not moving. There's nothing going on in my space. So when they come in, it's like, oh no, this is him with his mother, your grandmother. It was definitely like a taste. It was this very bright, like very gingery type of cookie, and the texture of it too. It's like, okay, this is the cookie. I get the most specific random things, but they line up. Okay, is there a dog? A dog who has passed? Was there something with his ears? Getting this emphasis on his ears.
I don't remember anything with his ears. He had pointy ears.
Okay. He is coming in with a lot of happy energy. Like I'm seeing his tongue loll a bit, like kind of like just kind of really happy. He had a lot of enthusiasm. Is what I want to say. Does that sound like his personality?
Absolutely.
Okay. Did he ever do anything with his paws? Like,
yeah,
I'm seeing him kind of like, oh, do. Oh my goodness, so happy type of thing. And like if he got the ball, he would be like on it.
Yeah.
Okay. He's showing me you doing this, like around his front, like around, like right here on him, and like the big hug, and how he was jazzed about that. Is that a detail for you that like, because he's like, oh my gosh, this was the best.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think everybody gave him hugs, but my son was little and kind of his size, when he was around, and he would give him hugs.
He would give him okay. Cause he's emphasizing that, like, it was just the best. And like, he would wiggle a little bit, but he knew, like that was just his way of expressing back. See, I never did this with my dogs, but like throwing things and having them bring it back. Did your son participate in that? Because he's like, he's just bringing up the, like, oh my gosh, the adventure, the going out, and sometimes doing that, but like just being out.
Yeah, we have a big yard, and we would throw the ball. I can't remember if he returned it very well or if he took it and chewed on it, like you said.
Yeah, the expansiveness of it, is the feeling that he's bringing through for me. And like I'm seeing like a towel or a blanket, like wiping his paws.
Yeah.
Okay. He's saying, I'm sorry I made the towel smell bad. Is what he's saying.
Yeah. He
liked routine. He really liked his routine. And if something was out of the routine, he felt it, is what he's expressing. Okay. Let me see. He's just saying he really loved the sun and being outside, and that you were just a wonderful family. You're a wonderful family to take care of him, and on the best sunny days, he's with you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Let me ask you: was there anyone that you were hoping to hear from tonight that I haven't brought up yet?
My grandfather on my dad's side.
Okay. All right, let me see.
Or my grandmother on my mom's side.
On your mom's side?
Yeah.
Okay. Grandmother feels like if you think of anything, it would be her emotions. She led with her emotions. She's showing me a little bit of a duality there. Was this something like it was almost like a gift, but also got in her way sometimes?
It may have. I find that with myself. That might be a trait that I got from her.
Okay, maybe that's why she's bringing this up. It's like don't be your own worst enemy type of thing, and holding yourself back. Yeah, she's just coming in with a whole bunch of love and support, and this warmth to her, and she understands emotions, right? But you have a great imagination, and our imagination is a wonderful gift. It can be our best friend, or we can imagine the worst scenarios in the world.
Yeah, I do that.
That's the duality there, right? So it just takes a little bit of time and compassion that, notice what theater you're in and what film you're playing for yourself. And if that's what you want, is this serving you? So did she have a lot of advice in life? Because she's just coming in kind of with this.
I love it.
Okay. All right. So it will take time to build those new roads to drive down, but your imagination should be your best friend, especially since it fuels emotion. Like we forget how much our brain can affect us. We're just like, oh, it's up here and we're fine. But like, if you think of like your favorite meal, your mouth starts watering like immediately. And it's like, that is the effect our thoughts have on us physically, emotionally, and really cultivate that imagination of yours. And if you need some kind of external help, like really good music or hobby, do you draw?
Yeah.
I see you drawing. And it's just like, get into that zone, that dreaminess zone. You need that outlet, because if you don't have that outlet, your brain is just going to eat itself.
So when I'm feeling anxious, I should kind of take a moment.
Take a moment. If you're going to take the time to spend the energy to imagine the negative outcomes, you owe it to yourself to spend the same amount, if not more, energy on the good. Like, what if it did work? What if it is amazing? And I think that's something that a lot of us need to hear. And I say this a lot. We worry because we care.
Yeah.
We can't let our caring and our big heart kind of unravel us. We have to shift out of the worry. With your grandmother, was she involved with schools, or like had a bit of like she would have been a good teacher type of thing? I can feel that she would have been a good teacher. Like the guidance and the patience with it, and the explanations, and just being able to, not everyone has the skill to understand someone else's point of view, to be able to relay what they know to someone else who doesn't.
I think so. She took care of me and my sister when we were, summering. When she did move to the state to be with us and take care of us. And she had a very motherly teaching vibe about her.
Now, a lot of people, they're just like, oh, and it's like, no, you're only giving me half the pages.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see about your grandfather. Did he happen to be in the military? Because he's coming through with that.
Yeah.
Feels like he has stories.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, and this, and you should know about that, and this time. And I don't get this a lot, where it's like, wow, how can you make this humorous? It's the military. But he looks back on it fondly, and
he does. Or he did.
And
yes.
And it's like, that made me who I am. Oh, is it black licorice, or what's the gum? There's a gum, Beeman's gum.
I think he did like black licorice. I don't know the gum. I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, Beeman's gum, I believe, has like a clove in it. It's not a sweet gum.
Okay.
And so I'm getting these flavors from him.
Okay.
And this feels like a younger thing. He is talking about some burdens. His advice seems to be like, throw your back into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Old school. Mm-hmm.
Not in a callous kind of way. It's just like, don't let it get the better of you. You just got to do it. You know, in an encouraging kind of way.
Yeah.
Is how he's bringing up things.
I can see that.
He's almost like, if you slow down, your thoughts are going to catch up with you. And he's like, I didn't have time. And I feel like that ties in with that, hey, you have a creative outlet.
Okay.
And it's not like, oh, you can't rest. It's just more like, when you're idle, it's best to just kind of keep moving, even in a gentle way. Have that outlet.
Sure.
Have that outlet. Okay?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and your dad, he's like, he's there for everyone. He feels like he was really there for everyone, and he wants to be there for you still. Okay. He's like, I'm being a little quiet here. I'm letting everyone else talk. If you ever immediately think of him, and he's immediately there. Okay. They all are there for you. And it's a very simple shift of attention and energy. It may feel subtle, but that is all we need. And we're just so loud in this world that we don't feel it because we expect it to be loud like that too. And it's almost like we have to create the space and just, you feel them, they feel you. And then you'll feel them, you feel for them, they feel you, you feel them back. And just know it doesn't matter how much time has passed. It's still as strong. It does not fade.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote down a couple of messages for you specifically before we met.
Okay.
It's what the collective is saying, okay? You are doing great things, and your determination will get you through anything.
Okay.
Take all of your heart, all of your love, all that you have known, and just let it flow out of you. Don't dam it up. Don't second guess it. Just take everything that is you in love and let it flow out of your heart. Just like, bam, like a Care Bear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone will absolutely flourish for what you have to give.
Okay.
And that is the important, it's bigger than you. And all of that, it'll give back to you. And the nourishment of it and the reinforcement will fortify you. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always trying to be kind to people that I don't even know, and
yeah,
I try not to give too much advice, but I probably have that in my ancestry.
Yeah. They are there for it. You can always say like, hey, stop me if I'm wrong or if you heard too much, but like, this is what's coming out of me. And I'm doing it out of love. That's encouragement. It's not just advice and it's not just being a know-it-all. It's from your heart. There was a large part of this message that was like, other people need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I get enjoyment out of it.
Yeah. And how it ended with that, it gives back to you. It gives back to you.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go, do you have a personal ghost story that you'd like to share?
I do. It's a Ouija board story. When I was in high school, I think I would have been a freshman or so, or maybe a sophomore. And I had a Ouija board that my mom had got for us, and my girlfriend and I were in my mom's room playing around with it, not really expecting anything profound. Just playing like kids do, not probably not giving it the respect we should have, but just being silly. And I asked the board, who will my next boyfriend be? And it started going to the letter W, and then the letter A, and then the letter L, and then the letter T. And I threw my hands in the air and I said, "Oh, Walter," because I'm thinking that's an old man's name, and don't remember how the session ended. Just remember making light of it. And later that day, as teenagers do, my friend and I went to the mall nearby, and I ended up meeting a boy, and his first name was not Walter. But as time went on and we started dating, and he was my first kind of serious boyfriend, his last name was Walton.
Oh, like you stopped it too soon.
Because I was being silly and it sounded like an old man name.
Right. And you didn't want to be embarrassed by it and all that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it wasn't until after the fact that I remembered that we had even had that conversation. And that was a little too coincidental for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, all the letters.
That same day. I met him that same day. So
that same day. Wow. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm a believer. I give it more respect now than I think I did.
Mm-hmm. But I think playing with any type of divination tool or doing any kind of spiritual work, you need to have that level of reverence and respect for it, because otherwise you're putting that energy into it, and what energy is going to come out of it,
So luckily it was lighthearted. It was not anything too scary, but it definitely gave me, some reverence.
Accuracy. Wow.
Yeah. So that was.
Oh my gosh. Well, Emily, thank you for the amazing story. Thank you for trusting me to do this reading for you. And I really appreciate it. And I can tell you just have a wonderful soul and a big heart. And I wanted to encourage just that validation for you. The world needs it. And your family is with you and backing you up 100%.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I think you're so talented. And I don't know that people say that enough on this show, but thank you for taking the time with me.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. The pleasure is all mine. And with that, dear listener, we have reached the end of this episode of I Talk to Ghosts. I hope you've enjoyed my spirit work that I shared with you this evening. And if you're ever interested in booking a session with me, you can visit italktoghosts.com/readings for more details. And I also hope that you enjoyed the spooky ghost stories I shared with you tonight. Have you ever caught something on video? Oh my gosh, send me a clip. I would love to see it or even just hear your story. In the meantime, wherever you wander off to, in this world or the next, just remember, come back and visit with me. Have a lovely evening and good night.
Hey everyone, I'm Erica.
And I'm Elizabeth.
We're sisters, wine lovers, and your hosts for the podcast Spirits Uncorked.
In Season 2, we're leaving the haunted waters of Lake Lanier in Georgia and diving into all new spooky stuff. Shadow people?
I've seen them.
Haunted military bases?
I've served on one.
Local restaurants with ghostly reputations?
I work at one.
Okay, if something spooky doesn't happen to you, I worry about you.
The paranormal is my normal.
Plus, we'll sip and chat with horror authors, fascinating guests, and test out some superstitions along the way.
Knock on wood.
So uncork a bottle and pour a glass of the paranormal with us on Season 2 of Spirits Uncorked.
Get ready for sips, scares, and sisterly sarcasm.
Welcome to Weekly Creep, a mostly paranormal podcast hosted by me, Adam.
And me, Dulce.
We like to talk about all things strange and spooky.
We've covered everything from werewolves, to poltergeists, survival stories, and even a little weird nature because why not? We also enjoy reading listener stories and talking about movies, books, TV shows, and games that we're really into at the moment.
Or going to spooky places and chatting about our experiences, like when I may have received a telepathic image of a little ghost girl at the Stanley Hotel.
Or when I heard high heels walking around my home in the middle of the night.
Anyway, there's over 100 episodes of Weekly Creep already on our feed, so look us up wherever you get your podcasts and get caught up.